Hello, all you lovely little children. It's time for Mama Mabel's Fabulous Fables. And today's fable is Partho in the Park. Partho was a young little boy, 4 years old, really, really cute. And he lived next door to Nita. Nita was about 12 years old, a young girl, very nice, very happy. And she liked Partho a lot. But Partho was an only child, and he had lost his father very young. So his mother was extra protective. No burgers, no fries, no playing in the sun. So Partho was all by himself. And he wasn't very happy. He was a sad little child, frail little child, with dark circles around his eyes, biting his rabbit's ears all the time. Stuffed rabbit. Don't bite a real rabbit ever. Biting the ears all the time. Now, Nita really liked Partho and would love to have cuddled him a bit. But Partho always looked... And so Nita was a bit worried. You see, you can't cuddle a child that doesn't want to be cuddled now, can you? So Nita was always looking at Partho until one fine day, Shobha auntie came over and said, "Oh, there's some urgent meeting I have and I have to fly off to another city. So would it be possible for you to take care of Partho just for the night?" And of course, Nita's mother said, "Of course we can. We will take care of this lovely little child. And of course, you can leave him here and we will take care of him like he's our own." And so Shobha auntie left happily. Now, as soon as she left, of course, before leaving, she had left all the medicines and all the instructions of how Partho should be taken care of. You know how protective she was. As soon as she left, and they closed the door, turned around to see where Partho is, and Partho was nowhere to be found. Already they got scared. Oh, have we lost him already? But no, there was Partho sitting under the table. Oh, they saw him and they said, "Okay, come on, Partho, come, would you like to watch some cartoons?" He didn't say a word. Just sat under the table. "Would you like something to eat? Some chocolate?" Nothing at all. And that's where Partho sat, right till evening, right till supper time. And then he came, nibbled at his supper, and went straight off to bed. Nita thought maybe he might get a nightmare or two, and I could give him a nice, reassuring cuddle. But no, little Partho slept through the night. He slept. In the morning, when Nita got up, there was no Partho. Where is he? There he was. Under the table again, if you please. So she told her mother, "Mummy, I think I'm going to take him to the park." Mummy said, "Yeah, but it's a bit dangerous, don't you think?" "No, it's not dangerous at all, Mum." "All right. I know Shobha would never allow him to go to the park, but I think the little boy could do with a little bit of fun. So do fun and of course some sun." The mother and daughter laughed a bit and took little Partho. As Partho left the house, now he didn't leave the house too often. He was looking around, and Partho stood at the gate, wondering at it. And then they went in, and they went round the track once. And as they were going round the track again, Nita felt a tug. And there was Partho trying to go off in another direction. And she said, "You want to go past that track, around those bushes?" And Partho said, "Yes." Nita said, "Oh, you can talk, can you? Oh, that's wonderful. Of course, now you can go there, but be careful of the leopardon." "What's a leopardon?" "The leopardon is a bush monster, Partho. Be careful of it. It has a huge body, green, with red spots, and it has got one evil eye. So when you see it, Partho, you have to say, 'Die, die, or I'll poke your evil eye,' and run for your life." So Partho said, and he went with his little rabbi. And Nita was so happy. She went and waited, and there was Partho. He'd gone by himself and came running past the bushes over to her, and then she noticed that he had dropped Rabbi. So she told him, "Partho, where's Rabbi?" And he looked, I dropped him." "Well, then you have to go and get him." "But I don't want to go, you get him." "No, I'm sorry, Partho, you dropped Rabbi, you get him." "But the leopardon?" "Yes, if you see him, you know what to say." So the way Partho went to get Rabbi, and just as he was picking him up, Nita yelled, "There's the leopardon!" Ooh, and the way Partho ran, all the way back, straight to Nita. And Nita said, did you see the leopardon? No. Did you say die or I'll poke your evil eye? And he said, no. Oh, then come, we have to escape and we have to hide under the tree. So they hid under the tree and he said, now don't look up. Don't look up. Why? Because that's where the Pythagona lives. The Pythagona? What's the Pythagona? It's the tree serpent. Partho, look down. It's the tree serpent. Its poison can dry up your eyes. Dry up my eyes. Don't look up. And now come, we can't stay here. We have to go to the shed. So they ran to the shed. And he said, now we can't stay here because this is where the stinky witch lives. The stinky witch? Yes, it's where the stinky witch lives. And the stinky witch really stinks up all the children. I don't want to stink. Good. Then we should leave. And that's when there was a sound behind. And she said, run. It's the Lumagoo. The Lumagoo. What's a Lumagoo? It's the monster that stays in the toilet. Run, Partho, run for your life. And they ran all the way home. Later in the day, of course, Shobha auntie came and took Partho away. Next morning, when Nita gets up, there's a hullabaloo in the hall. And she goes out and she sees Shobha auntie is letting her mother have it. Is that how you take care of my son? The poor fellow. He goes on poking the cat saying, die or I'll poke your evil eye. He doesn't go to the loo saying there's the Lumagoo. And he doesn't look up because the Pythagona is going to dry his eyes. What have you done to my poor son? Quietly, Nita stole back and went to her bed. And that's when the door opened. Nita was sad. Nita was shocked. Could it be Auntie Shobha coming to yell at her? Well, no. It was a small shadow. It was a tiny form. It was little Partho with the rabbi coming towards her, sitting next to her, cuddling up and saying, can we go to the park again? So little children, that was Partho in the park. And if you'd like to hear more fables from me, Mama Mabel, then come right here. Like my fables, share my fables. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Joy for Kids. And when we put the Q-tip in, all that binding happens and that's what makes the milk move away, swim away and create these wondrous patterns.